What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, in the last couple of months, two separate things have been said about She-Hulk in the MCU and even Tatiana Maslany's future as the character. The first of which is that She-Hulk Season 2 was happening, or rather, according to certain industry insiders, like everybody's favorite anonymous Twitter scoopster My Time to Shine Hello, Season 2 was in pre-development. But the other thing being reported was quite the opposite, when headlines like this, She-Hulk cancelled, Tatiana Maslany fired by Marvel, currently going viral on YouTube and TikTok, are claims that the actor in the show is done for in the MCU, showed up in more than a couple of places, with rumors swirling that Disney had actually canned the actor and there wouldn't be a second season. Well, in the last 24 hours, Tatiana Maslany herself actually weighed in with a quote that ended with the words, "Disney was like, no thanks," which certainly made it seem like she was confirming the latter. But a separate article has now come out to add some context to that. We're going to break down exactly what she said and what she meant. We'll also go over the additional article that's come out to sort of clarify what she was trying to say. And while I certainly think that part of this may be fact, I think the other part of it might be fiction. We're going to try to separate the two and break it all down. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. In fact, we're giving one away for every MCU drop this year. Again, all you gotta do, be a sub, leave a comment if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so we're going to start with the actual quote itself, and this is as re-reported by Deadline, quote, Tatiana Maslany, star of She-Hulk Attorney at Law, doesn't think a second season of the Marvel series is going to happen. During a recent interview, Maslany explained the reason as to why she thinks the Disney Plus show will not be coming back. Quote, "I don't think so. I think we blew our budget, and Disney was like, no thanks," Maslany said during an appearance on Codenames Live, the new class on Twitch. Now, when she talks about blowing the budget, she is actually referring to the amount per cost per episode, which was way more than, say, Game of Thrones or Mandalorian. In fact, it was reported that She-Hulk cost $25 million per episode, and due to huge costs for the CGI budget. And again, that's specifically what she's referring to with the budget comment. But IO9 went on to clarify this, and this is what they reported. Quote, IO9 reached out to Disney Plus for comment or clarification and is yet to hear back. We'll update this post if and when they do. However, quote, IO9's understanding of the situation, according to a source, is that Maslany's comments are basically accurate, just lacking some context. That context is when CEO Bob Iger returned to Disney and changed much of what Marvel's direction is. Everything was reevaluated. We see some of that in the fallout of handling Daredevil Born Again, Captain America New World Order, and the upcoming Avengers movies. So while Marvel works everything out, it's not that a second season of She-Hulk has been completely abandoned. It just seems less likely than not at the moment. Which, yes, is due in part to its massive budget. Even if the second season did happen, though, there would have to be major changes in terms of the visual effects, making the show more cost effective. Okay, so there's actually a lot I want to say about this, but let's get started with where the sort of line gets blurred between fact and fiction, depending on how you want to take the word fired. Yes, if they did greenlight a second season of She-Hulk and Tatiana Maslany and the rest of the crew on the show thought there was going to be one, and then all of a sudden Bob Iger came back and then put the show on hold or said they're not going to do it, you could construe that to say, hey, she got fired, but then the whole show got fired, not just her. And it's quite obvious by all accounts, not only the sources at IO9, but from Tatiana Maslany herself, that a lot of the problems have to do with the CGI budget and the cost of the show, which has really been the huge problem with Disney Plus. They're not getting a return on their investment. It cost $225 or $250 million for Secret Invasion, and other series have been on par with that budget. And while certain Disney Plus Marvel series like Ms. Marvel have gone on to be extremely lucrative, making over $1 billion through licensing to other streaming platforms, the truth is that since day one in Bob Iger's return, he said about Marvel Studios' brand that there was nothing inherently wrong, just that it was diluted, watered down because they had prioritized quantity over quality. And if they were going to make a change and roll things back, that meant that we weren't going to get every single show that was already greenlit. Part of the old agenda from Bob Chapek, they wanted quantity over quality. Things had to lead to the Avengers, which means if She-Hulk Season 2 wasn't part of the new reevaluation, this is intrinsically part of the regime change. Not really anything wrong with She-Hulk, not a response to, hey, She-Hulk did really poorly, we're canceling that show, or Tatiana Maslany didn't do a great job, we're canceling her or firing her. It is, hey, we just didn't like what we were doing with the shows in the direction for the formatting. That's why that show got rolled back. Now, say what you want about it. Here's a huge asterisk here. Tatiana Maslany is not fired from the role of She-Hulk. when and if she shows up in the future of the MCU, be it not in She-Hulk Season 2, it will still be Tatiana Maslany playing the character. So when you see Tatiana Maslany fired, that is really just them twisting the rumor that Season 2 has now been canceled. And yeah, if you want to say she was fired off the show, sure, but then so was the rest of the cast. And if you want to point directly to the show and say, look, it was such a stinker, they did such a terrible job, they canceled it. No, not really. They canceled a lot of projects, or they put a lot of projects on hold. That's just part of things changing over at Marvel Studios. Now, is that for the better or for the worse? I don't know. You can be the judge of that. She-Hulk was definitely not one of my favorite Disney Plus series, and while I did think it had some redeeming qualities, I think the beginning of that series was a lot stronger than the back half, and pacing was a huge issue, not to mention the CGI is absolutely atrocious. And as we reported here at the channel, 2 different CGI studios did the CGI for She-Hulk. All of the stuff that's done in the office and during the day, that's one studio, and to me, that's the stuff that really sticks out as looking like computer generated or really just like a GTA 2 cutscreen. But you guys, let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments. Would you even want a She-Hulk Season 2? And if not, where do you want to see her show up? Obviously as a member of the Avengers, and keep in mind, there's some huge through lines for Hulk coming up through the end of the Multiverse Saga, leading to a World War Hulk film. That's probably the most likely place for her, but I am all ears as always. What you guys have to say about this quickly. Let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Okay, so we're just going to continue to give away PlayStation 5s at the channel until either the PlayStation 5 Pro or the PlayStation 6 comes out, and at this point, who knows which one's coming first. That being said, we do so with every major Marvel drop. So X-Men 97, Deadpool and Wolverine, Agatha Coven of Chaos, and of course Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Whatever else comes out this year, we'll be giving away PlayStation 5 Pros, and for either that or any of the other future giveaways for other stuff we do at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. You need to be a subscriber, so hit the subscribe button, then leave a comment down below, and because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will always be announced at the end of videos in the same segment we're doing here, with the comment shown on screen and my voice live. We in fact just announced back-to-back winners for Echo and the What If finale, and again, the comment that won was shown on screen and live with my voice. So please be safe and vigilant on any platform, not just YouTube, where people are impersonating content creators and will tell you in the comments that you've won, and either use the profile picture of the person or even go as far as to show you other pictures. Those are just scams. All they're trying to do is charge you for shipping for something that doesn't exist. Please be safe on every platform. If you should get a comment like that either on my channel or anywhere else, just click on the little 3 dots to the right of the comment, report them to YouTube, because I promise you, YouTube can delete those accounts and ban them faster than the content creator can themselves. And you're not only doing a huge favor to the content creator, you're also doing a huge service to the community, because once you ban that account, all those comments get deleted and everybody wins. So please, again, if you should get those comments anywhere, be vigilant and actually report them to the proper platform. All right, the best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places: Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name All Fires. And while I would sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks so much for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.